Hi everyone, it's Deb. I am trying a week later to re-record embellishments on the 11th because I could not get my old computer to stay on long enough to do anything, even plugged in. It kept saying, "You're very low on battery, please plug in," and it was plugged in. And this is why one of the reasons why I got a new computer, plus my old one was Windows 10. No longer supported, yada yada yada. It was like from 2017 or any something. Anyway, I bought a new computer and then I had to buy a new phone because it also went kaput. But anyway, it's been yeah. I I I am not myself lately and I have not been crafting really. But I did do embellishments on the 11th, the morning of the 11th, and I tried to get a video up and it just wasn't working. And then the week came and I just didn't have the time or the mental wherewithal to try it again. So, this is what I used. I used papers out of this gingerbread pattern collection, which I had gotten from scrapbook.com in one of my haul, and I keep it in here along with some dies. And the pieces I used were one of the cut aparts, which looks like this. But it also has this on the back, and I did use one of the sheets just for that. And then I used this, but I didn't use the ho-ho-ho. I used this as cardstock. And there's the rest of that one that I used. So here's some leftover cut aparts, and here's paper I used also. This was another sheet, and I did use both sides of that. These are more of the cut aparts. And this was the other sheet I used. It had this on it. So what I did is I had, I still had some ATCs laid out on my desk from whatever the last time was. I think last embellishments on the 11th. And I made ATCs. I made 8 ATCs. So, and then I did use some ribbons. This Dollar Tree one on one. I might have used this on one. I definitely used this one on one, and I used this with this over it on one as well. And those are all Stampin' Up. Probably most of them are retired now. And I brought in these gemmies. I used the gold. I used both the red and white hearts. You can see R is for retired. And I don't know if these are retired or not, probably. I used some of the peppermints, which I had not opened until now. So let me get this out of the way and I'll show you the cards. I'm going to try and keep this short because I have to do something else today, and I'm hoping this actually works and isn't bouncing all over the place like it was the first time. So I'll just pick them up. Oh, and this paper was out of Paper Studios Winter Wonderland paper pack that I've had for a long time. It's single-sided, so I thought that would be a great base for an ATC card. So these are 2.5 by 3.5. And then this is some of the paper from the set. This is a cut apart, but I cut some of it down on the top and bottom, and I just used the peppermints. This one, I'm going to have to do something about this ribbon because I used a different glue. I used the Artist glue from scrapbook.com, and it stuck really well, but it also didn't dry totally clear. It started to dry clear here, but the rest of it did not. So I should have used Fabri-Tac. I did use pecan pie by Stampin' Up to ink around the edges of this one, and I rounded the corners on this one with a 0.7 millimeter. This little thing from Amazon, which I have a love-hate relationship with it because it doesn't always cut the corners right. You have to get it in just so. And let me move this up because it looks crooked. I just have too much stuff all over my desk. This one is, and that's that paper. Now this has hearts on it, so here I use the little white hearts. But I just felt it needed something else, and I did ink this too. So I put some of the little gold ones on in the middle of the little snowflakes in the hearts. With this one, um, I left it bigger because it was a bigger image. This is the reverse side of the gingerbread paper. And I backed it on. This is pecan pie cardstock. I forgot to mention that from Stampin' Up. I don't know what that is. I think all those are, yeah, these three are. But this is a knot. This is the paper that's the back of something in that paper pad, like I showed you. And again, the little peppermints, because there's peppermint candy canes and stuff on there. Then this is the Paper Studio paper out of the scrapbook.com, and pink. And then this is the Dollar Tree ribbon and some peppermints. Cute. Here is where I used this ribbon, and I laid it down with tear and tape, but you can see, I don't know if you can see, it's a little shiny under there. So yeah, there. I didn't like that. It still shows a little bit, but so I put the red ribbon over it, and I did use more tear and tape for that because I'd already put this down. Um, and that doesn't show through as much. Plus, it brings out the red in his little Santa hat. This, I used a 1 1/4 inch and a 1 1/2 inch circle punches. And I think I bumped this up. Oh, I forgot to mention that. This one is bumped up too, just with dimensionals. They're not real thick, so that's good. And this one I bumped up also, the circles, and this one I bumped up. Some of them really don't look as thick as the others for some reason. Anyway, this one is the paper from Paper Studio. I had this little scrap of ribbon. Still have one little piece left. I'll have to do something with another ATC probably. So I put that down and used the gingerbread paper with the little gingerbread. And this one I did not. I bumped this up, and that's up with this tape, which is really not very sticky anymore. I'm guessing this, it looks like it should be 3M, but it might be Dollar Tree because it doesn't say. Well, I can't read what that says. Anyway, top, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to use it up. So I put that on the this this piece to back it, pop it up, and then I just glued all this down, and I used the little red hearts on that one and this one. And then the last one, I flipped over this paper and used the trees again. And I had this little tree cut apart. I feel like I need a word. And I didn't like any of those embellishments with it, so I just left them off. But I think I may either outline it in a red or something to match this with ink, or I might put a word with sparkles or something on it up here. I haven't decided that yet. So those are my 8 ATCs for late embellishments on the 11th. And with that, I'm going to let you go because I have to work on something else and try and get another video up today. All right, guys, I hope to talk to you soon, but honestly, it's going to be spacey between now and the end of the year for sure. And more on that later. Okay, talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace.